Staggering statistics show 40% of Americans have less than $100,000 saved for retirement, while the wealthiest 1% have more than 10 million in net worth. The disparity is shocking. Wealth inequality isn't just about income, it's deeply rooted in retirement savings. Today, we'll break down how this wealth gap in retirement accounts affects millions and why it's crucial to address. Welcome back to Simply Money. Across the U.S., many Americans are struggling to save for retirement. According to recent data from the Federal Reserve and Northwestern Mutual, nearly 40% of people over 60 have less than $100,000 saved for retirement, while more than 15% have no retirement savings. Contrast that with the wealthiest Americans whose retirement accounts are well into the millions. This gap isn't just about savings, it's about a lifetime of unequal opportunities and resources. Why does this disparity exist? A key reason is income inequality. The median American household only has about $121,000 in retirement savings by age 55 to 64. Yet the top 10% hold over 50% of the country's wealth. Many middle-income earners don't have access to workplace retirement plans, and without knowledge of investment strategies, they struggle to build wealth for the future. Meanwhile, the wealthy not only have access to robust plans, but also leverage tax advantages and financial advisors to maximize their savings. Consider the story of Stephen, a teacher in his 40s. Despite working for decades, he has only $30,000 in retirement savings. By contrast, his colleague in a higher-paying field like finance are well on their way to million-dollar portfolios. Thanks to employer contributions and investment knowledge, this stark contrast is more common than we realize, and it highlights the systemic issues at play. The wealth gap in retirement isn't just an economic issue, it's a personal one. Without access or resources or financial education, the majority of Americans will never be able to retire comfortably. What do you think about the growing wealth gap in retirement savings? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to share something with you here. It's a visual comparison of the distribution of retirement savings and net worth in the United States. Look at these charts. Start with the distribution of retirement savings. Less than $100,000, you have the majority of people. Then you have those that have $100,000 to $200,000. Those two groups, under $200,000, make up 70% of the U.S. population. Then we have those that get to $200,000 to $500,000. Now you're starting to get into where people are in a place where they can actually retire with some dignity, depending if they have a pension, what their Social Security is, their cost of living, a lot of different factors. Still not a robust retirement by any means, but much better. But that's $500K to $1 million, only 7.4% of Americans. And then over $1 million is 4.2%, which I find ironic. You can look at online, how much do Americans need to retire, how much people think, and it's gone from 1 million to 1.2 million. Now you have people like Susie Orman saying you need $10 million to retire. Yet only 4.2% of people have over $1 million. That's a huge disparity, especially when that's the number that people think they need in order to retire. Let's look at the net worth, because remember, a lot of people, you might have $1 million in your retirement account, but you may be in debt with a heavy mortgage still, with car payments, student loans, consumer debt, and your net worth has to subtract that. And you may only have a net worth of $100,000 or $500,000, depending where you're at. So let's look at these statistics. Again, less than $50,000 of net worth is 40% of Americans. $50,000 to $100,000 is 20%. So under $100,000 of net worth is 60% of Americans. Again, you go up to that, what we'd call the kind of middle ground, the 100 to 500K of net worth. This includes your mortgage equity. You're now up to 90% of the U.S. population. Only 5% have a net worth of $500 to $1 million, and 5% have a net worth of over $1 million. 10% of Americans have 500K or more of net worth. You can see that the net worth and the retirement accounts are very similar because people carry so much debt still. That's why I talk so much on this channel about getting out of debt. It makes that net worth, it makes that retirement account go so much further, and you're not needing so much in retirement. I can't encourage you enough to do that. This stark contrast highlights the ongoing wealth inequality, particularly when it comes to securing financial stability in retirement. Where are you at? If you're able to be transparent, leave a comment down below. What's your net worth? What's your retirement savings amount? Are you in the top 10%, 5%? If you are, that's amazing. Good job. If you're not, don't be discouraged. Get into the financial literacy, get into learning and taking action and getting yourself in a better position. You can do it. If you like this video, this information, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Simply Money.